Meal prep is a great tool to incorporate everything we've covered in this act: macros, supplements, nutrients, and timing. Meal prepping is the concept of preparing whole meals or dishes ahead of schedule. It's particularly popular amongst busy people because it can save a lot of time. Having pre-prepared meals on hand can also reduce portion size and help you reach your calorie and nutrition goals. This way you'll avoid unhealthy options like TV dinners or takeout, especially when you're overwhelmed or exhausted. Despite what people may think, there are various ways to meal prep, not all of which involve spending a whole Sunday afternoon cooking dishes for the week to come. There's make-ahead meals, full meals cooked in advance which can be refrigerated and reheated at meal times, and this is particularly handy for dinner time meals. There's batch cooking, which is making large batches of a specific recipe, then splitting it into individual portions to be frozen and eaten over the next few months. Individually proportioned meals, preparing fresh meals and portioning them into individual grab-and-go portions to be refrigerated and eaten over the next few days. This is particularly handy for quick lunches. And then there's ready-to-cook ingredients, which is preparing the ingredients required for specific meals ahead of time as a way to cut down cooking time in the kitchen. The method that'll work best for you depends on your goals and daily routine. Also, there have been many companies emerging in recent years that actually do meal prep for you. They do all the cooking, preparing, and will ship it right to your door. All you have to do is go online and order based on your caloric value and macronutrients. They will cook and do all of the work and send it to you. This is an easy way to stay on track, as well as mix up your diet to keep your metabolism humming. Another way to do it, instead of meal prepping, is what I do a lot of times when I cut weight, is I will eat the same meals every single day. And not all 3 meals, but 2 meals. Because again, I'm intermittent fasting, so the 2 things that I eat every day are eggs with little egg whites in it and some sort of protein and vegetable. And then I will also have a oatmeal with some whey protein mixed in there, a little bit of chia seed with almond milk and some berries. And that profile for me is 983 calories, which is 28% fat, 21% carbs, and 51% protein. If you find foods you like, I would just eat them all the time, especially if it has a good profile. Meal prep is the final tip for Act 2. But before we break into Act 3, I want to recap what we've learned. This whole course is based exactly off what I did to make my transformation video. Act 1, I just calorie counted what I was currently eating, and I did that for about 2 months before I hit a roadblock. And then in Act 2, I started trying different things to get past those roadblocks while staying in a calorie deficit, and I've covered all of those here. I tried one thing at a time and stuck with it until I needed to adjust it. The Act 2 process was about 4 months for me. By the end of Act 2, 6 months in, I was calorie counting nutritious foods with a 20-40-40 macro profile while intermittent fasting and meal prepping, along with supplementing with whey protein and a multivitamin. And again, I didn't do that all at the start. It was a gradual process. And I was in the habit of making solid choices, and I really did it without thinking about it. I was feeling good and wanted to take my journey to the next level, and that's when I knew it was time for me to get moving. And that is the final act of the course. It's time to break into Act 3. We'll see you there.